One of my spiritual guides came to me, and I will never forget, told me to stop working with people who are made of glass if you are made of steel. And that shit hit me. I was like, oh, I've been searching for this answer for hella long. Like, why would I think I'm crumbling people who were never strong in the first place? They're fragile. Their egos are fragile. They're not quite ready to face themselves, maybe now or ever, so they crumble. The slightest rough patch that hits in life, and then you gotta boss up and be strong and do what you gotta do, crumble. And then, most people don't like to think. I'm a thinker. So now I done walked my ass up in here with this introspection, and it's like I'm a mirror, and I'm making you see yourself. And I'm presenting your strengths, your weaknesses, who you are deep inside, not who you portray to be, your priorities, what you value the most, what needs to be worked on, and how we can work on it. Solutions.
Into the place, a spot you from a ways. My heart, it started racing.
You find the little joys in life, and this is one of mine.
I guess I got what I prayed for. Now you're in my bed. I guess we look good on paper. Thoughts run through my head. I know you think you got me wrapped around your finger.
I think it's been like 10 minutes.
And it's behind those cold dead eyes are like fingers.
Here is the finished cabinet. Good old IKEA. She is handy. Yes, Milo? Let's go outside and read. Debating if I should go make another cup of coffee. I only had one today. I think I'm gonna go do it. How many coffee sequences can I do in one vlog? In all my vlogs, actually. Ooh, belly be aching. Gosh, I love spring. Just love the sun. I really am like a plant. I thrive in the sunlight. And heat. I am like a cactus.
From the 80s, someone keeps blocking my way. I can't feel farther away. Wait on a moment to say that I want you. You know that I want you.
I have a date today. This is the first date, second date of the whole 2023. First date since January. I don't know if nervous is the right word, but I have a lot of feelings. I think because leading up to this day, this week was just extremely draining. I don't know what was in the air. I was just feeling the weight of the world on me, and I felt like I was gonna crack. But you know what? I am thankful for my spiritual growth, because I feel like The old me would have just panicked, thought the worst, and I don't know, like self-sabotage in a way. And this time I kind of just let it roll through. So I'm gonna get ready. Just wanted to share some feelings before the date. I'm stressed out from work. My insecurities are at an all-time high right now. Not right now, but during the week it was. And I was like going back and forth about whether I should cancel this date or not. But after talking to some people, I realized that I've got nothing to lose going to this date. Nothing to lose, everything to gain, because like I am comfortable with who I am, and I know who I am, what I stand for, what I value, what I bring to the table. And yeah, nothing devalues that just by going on this date or if it doesn't work out. And this is just practice, you know? I shouldn't take it so personally. I think that is a common theme that I keep having to remind myself, especially on weeks where it feels like the world is conspiring against me. I have to remind myself that no one's out to get me. I have to get this chip off my shoulder and not be so afraid of the world, and not be so in fight mode, and not be so sensitive. I think I can allow my feelings, like feel my feelings, but not let it control me. Not to go on a little rant, but that is all the feelings that I've been feeling leading up to this date. I feel like with online dating, it's very hit or miss. And as a millennial, younger millennial, I guess, who grew up on the cusp of like analog and digital, the analog and digital era, it's just something that I have not wrapped my head around. Like every single person I've dated, except for the last guy I dated, I've met through friends, or we started out as friends. So it was like the vetting process was easier through that way. But just meeting a whole ass stranger on the internet and then make something out of that, like that concept to me is so foreign and so scary. I have low expectations for this date. He seems really lovely, kind of seems a little vanilla, to be honest. But my sister told me this morning that I shouldn't be so quick to write people off. Just go in with an open mind, open invitation, and just view it as a way to just meet somebody new. And it's practice. If anything, it's practice. And it's a beautiful day after such a gloomy, gloomy week of like rain and stress. So I'm just gonna enjoy this night and really allow myself to enjoy this night. Allow myself to be present and don't listen to the negative chatter in my head. I am worthy, I am loving, I am capable. I deserve love. I deserve good love. I deserve the love that I want and have been working for and been waiting for. Here's the final look, and away we go. I was trying to keep it conservative, but like, you know, still honoring me. That was my shoes. It's just a simple look. Low expectations, but whatever. Let's go. Wish me luck. Good things, baby. Post-date, post-mortem. The date overall, and this is my raw, unfiltered perspective. Date overall was great. He was so just like down to clown, so easy to talk to, and just very personable. I think what I struggle with right now is like the physical attraction, which is like maybe something I need to look past, but I don't know, like he checked all the boxes in terms of like emotional intelligence, is kind, thoughtful, and could carry a conversation, is funny. 하지만 Am I physically attracted to him? In pictures, yes. In real life, maybe because it was just like first date nerves. But I just want a man that's like confident in who they are and their identity, because there's no games, there's no ego. It's just, this is who I am in my rawest form, and you have to accept it. If you don't, then you don't. And I feel like with him, it was more of just like, I don't know if he was nervous, but I just felt like he was just on and not really presenting his true authentic self, because there's just like little tells that you can see in a person who is not like comfortable within themselves. For example, like fidgeting, over explaining, and like not willing to catch on to like certain banter or certain like poking fun at yourself, self-deprecating humor maybe. I don't know, that seems a bit of a stretch, but you know what? I have no regrets about tonight, but what I have learned from this experience is that like I can show up as my true authentic self, and if they don't rock with it, they don't rock with it, and that's not a reflection of who I am. And I think that is just such a beautiful place to be. And like, it's so funny because my date asked me, we got very deep. He asked me if I thought, if I am happy with where I am now as I was 5 years ago. Like from 5 years ago, would I be proud of who I am today, 5 years later? I don't know if I fucked that up, but I wholeheartedly admit that I'm very proud of who I am at this point in my life. And though I wish certain events didn't happen to me, I think it has truly shaped the person that I am, and I am so secure with who I am as a being for the first time in probably 30 years or 20 years. I feel like I'm tapping back into my old self, and I really love that. And this experience was very eye-opening, and I know that I am very fortunate and very lucky to have met somebody like this. But I'm just very proud of myself for how far I've come, and for allowing myself to feel love and allowing myself to be of love. And I think that's just like such a beautiful thing to come to. I don't know. I'm tired and I'm very drunk, and this was the post-date interview. Ow.
Yes. Grand.
In today's arts and crafts, I made a shelf. The inspo is right here. And I just thought, why not? Why not try making it on my own? I also made a flower-shaped heart. Set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
This has become my favorite grocery store now.
이게 이렇게 멜로디 써놓고 이게 또 가사 이렇게 막 하다가 멜로디 또 바뀌면
After 3 years together, it's finally time to part ways with, what do you call this? My slow drip? Drip coffee? I was washing this, hand washing it, and then I dropped it. And then this part came off and I was like, alright, I could just super glue it back together. But while it was sitting, it slid a little bit. So now that there is a, just bought a pinhole. Now there's a hole, so I can't use this. It's time to retire this baby. I've loved this for 3 years. It did me well. I think it was from CB2, so it was of quality. Now it's time to retire, which I'm really sad about. Also, my little DIY project from yesterday. I had leftover clay, so I just made this little, I don't know what you would call this, to be honest. And then, I was supposed to make it come out like this, but then I realized that it didn't have enough support. I am no architect. So now it's just kind of like this little squiggly. I think I might paint it like a pastel pink or whatever, but. I started getting into 17, another K-pop boy band. They are literally like BTS if BTS were younger and all extroverts. So I realized I have a type. And I didn't really know how to name it. But then when you see so many different men, and you like pull out certain characteristics of which ones you like, or which one you're biased, things are starting to make sense. But I won't go deep into that. The face is getting ruined by pimples and my allergies, but my baby Milo. Yeah, you want to get closer? I just had the roughest 2 days, 3 days of my life. I had the worst acid reflux attack I've ever had in my life, and it was a sobering wake-up call that I'm no longer in my 20s and that I have to be careful what I eat and what I drink, and I can't be acting like a 24-year-old anymore. That kind of pain is nothing I've ever experienced, and I've experienced a lot. And that was the most uncomfortable, painful experience I've had to deal with. And like, I've had heartburn before and like symptoms of acid reflux before, but it was never this extreme, to the point where I was just incapacitated, could not move, could not get up. It was rough. And this morning I thought I was gonna be going through it again, but thankfully it passed after taking some Tums and drinking a lot of water and not eating for a whole day. Wow, I've never felt so weak in my life.
Lost in a daze, I caught your sudden gaze, and time it started racing. But moments tend to fade, and you're too far away for me to get my name in. Someone keeps blocking my way. I can't feel further away.
Spring is here and my allergies are acting up. I think I sneeze maybe like 50 times a day. And I'm a serial sneezer, which I learned is not a common thing. Is it? Okay. Not interested? More? Bullshit. If you look up a verb in a Korean dictionary, you will see every verb ending in the form ta. Ta is the basic form of all Korean verbs. So all the Korean verbs that you find in a dictionary will be something ta.
Say that I want you, you know that I want you.
Run, and I finally cleaned out my closet. Oh my god, it's so organized now. I'm so happy. Those are not that anyone cares, but these are the graphic tees, pants, skirts, sweatshirts, and I'm just really happy to get rid of all of my winter clothes and Spring is here. Anyways, house is very clean. Apartment is very bright. My apartment is made for like spring and summer, not for the winter months. Because look how much natural light we get in here and how much more happy I am. And how happy Milo is being outside. He genuinely loves being out here. This year. I just realized, and when I say a lot, I don't actually mean. I just mean more than last year. Heading out on a beautiful Sunday. Here is the OOTD. It's a new day. What day is it? Who knows? But I'm heading to the office because we have like a special ERG thing for Asian Americans for AAPI month, and Audrey Noon is performing, so let's go to the office. Here's the OOTD for today. Very casual, cottagecore. Cute. I love you, Milo. Let's have a great day. Shoo!
Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and we are, her name is Audrey Nuna.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood.
Oh wow, I'm tired. I'm tired after only 5 hours at the office. My have times have changed. Just got back home from the event. Audrey Nuno was amazing, as always. I think this is my second time seeing her. But I was hanging out with two of my coworkers who are good friends and are very much in the music space, and it was just so cool to watch them work. And it's also very empowering to be around women who are very successful and know what they're doing and are just really owning what they do. And it really encouraged me to step out my comfort zone and also just be more social and extroverted. And like, I kind of feel like I was falling back to like old habits of like me just like being comfortable meeting new people and like just talking to people and not being afraid to talk to people. And it was just such a powerful experience, and I feel very encouraged and inspired and just very enlightened and happy. And yeah, what a great, powerful moment. I'm also just realizing that I don't come from a very social family, so everything that I've learned about like socializing and interpersonal relationships and communication, I've learned by myself. So I'm still in the process of learning things, believe it or not, at my age. And I've had to unlearn a lot of bad habits that I picked up in the pandemic, especially since my anxiety is now through the roof because of trauma and life experiences. But I'm learning to trust myself more and allowing myself to be open to new experiences and like, again, trusting in myself enough that I won't be hurt or taken advantage of or, you know, whatever I'm afraid of. And I think that is, I don't know, I just feel like I'm on a high right now because I just feel very encouraged, and I feel like I see like a good example of like what to do and how I can apply that to my life. So yeah, I don't know, I'm just feeling happy. I'm proud of myself for not letting the anxiety win today. And that is something worth celebrating.
You know without you I'm so lonely. When you're not here I won't call it. Until you're here again I'm darling. Darling you, baby. Fighting round the circles, where is the way out? Cause I know that our love was hotter than the sun. Yeah, the taste of this tequila I'm drinking now is bitter than my heart. If you know this, I want to know our problem. Blood type or DNA. No difference in my feet and worry. Do you, babe? Yeah. Be ready for a call every night, but I can't wait no more. Darling, you.
I ordered some presents and they finally are here. It's time to spruce up this house and make it more me. As Elwoods would say. Da 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 da. This here. A solid little reminder. Okay, here is the current situation. Redecorated, put the mirror on this side. I feel like the space is feeling more like me, you know? Funky, free. Anyways, that's my little decor thing. I know my apartment's small and a lot of it doesn't go together cohesively. I really want to get rid of this coffee table and get this instead, but I can't seem to justify $400, $500 for a coffee table. It's that time of the month, Milo. It's time to cut your hair, unfortunately.
Never stress. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Yeah, hey, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. I just say whatever, cause there is no way you're around. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just
I am headed out to Williamsburg, going to the woods, throwback. So my old coworkers at Vice invited me to our last hurrah because Vice is shutting down because it's bankrupt. Rest in peace. But I love my old coworkers so much and I'm very excited to see them because I haven't seen them in like over 2 years, 3 years. So, no, 2 years. Don't be dramatic. So yeah, gonna go head out, have a drink, celebrate the last hurrah, and have a little mini reunion. I feel like this is like a habit now. Just very basic wide leg pants, crop top, basic white tee, and what is this called? Base metal jacket? I don't know what kind of jacket this is, but you can tell by looking at it. Also, this is like a patch that I bought and just ironed on to this jacket. And a pop of color with my socks. Let's go.
We used to work together. I don't know if he'll remember me though.
Good morning. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Going hiking with the girls upstate. Wow, my face is looking very shiny.
By my side, like you the most. You know I'm shy, so wow. Baby, I'm taking my time. Maybe in the summertime, you'll be mine. Baby, I'm taking my
Wait, I love that. I'm gonna go outside more. I'm gonna kiss my room.
Yeah, that's like a regular day. That's like that. More big rock. That one was crazy. Lots of big rocks.